We are
There's one on C Street. That's
on our
close to
way.
me, right?
Yes, we're on our way to chemo. Woohoo!
I am not on my phone while I'm driving.
Did I just catch that?
No.
Apparently she's her mother's child. I don't know where she gets that from. But I am on my way to chemo. Safely on my way to chemo.
On our way.
So I will add to this video as the day goes on, but yes, it is happening. So woohoo! All done with chemo. I notice room temperature water feels cold. You know, it feels like ice water if I drink it too fast on my lips or in the back of my throat. Other than that, I feel really good. I don't feel sick at all. I'm actually walking over to the pharmacy right now. I ate during treatment, had some snacks, apples and oranges and crackers. Drank a ton of water. I've been peeing all day, but that is because I want to keep my system flushed and clean and healthy. So, yeah, me and the toilet are best friends. But other than that, I feel good. I feel no different. I'm a little tired. I've been here since 10 a.m. and it's now, I don't know, like 5 o'clock. So first treatment takes a while. They have to give me the meds and stuff separately to make sure I'm not having a reaction, things like that. But other than that, it's been a day, a long day. I'm a little hungry, kind of full of water right now, but I'm a little hungry. I will start taking my chemo pills tomorrow morning and take those for 2 weeks, and then I have a week off. So that will be a new adventure on this part of it. Other than that, yeah, I'm doing good. So I'm home. When I first walked into the room, I sat down and there was probably, I don't know, 5 patients in there. And I just sat down, took them a few minutes to come over to me, and I started crying. And I think it was just kind of the reality of stuff. It was all a little overwhelming. And so I cried for a little bit, and then my nurse came over and just talked to me and got things started. And she got it, you know, she was like, "This is your first treatment." I'm all, yeah. So she totally understood, you know, what I was going through, what I was feeling. Amazing lady, amazing. And she and her husband happen to be good friends with Michael Madre, which, you know, it kind of brought that personal thing back to it again of, you know, just those little things that you're so grateful for. It was a long day. I had, let's see, what did I do? I listened to scripture being read on healing. I had worship music on, and when the scriptures and the worship music were on, I kind of fell asleep a little bit. They give you Benadryl in this cocktail that they start you off with the nausea medicine and Tylenol and stuff. And the Benadryl kind of made me tired. So, you know, I nodded off a little bit, which was nice. I needed a little nap. yeah, most of the day I just spent with worship music on, and specifically music of healing and encouragement, because it was new. This is something totally different, and you walk in and you see different levels of patients in there. You see, old people, young people, sick people, not so sick people. And I'm just going to be honest with you. There was this elderly lady laying there, and she was totally knocked out, like sleeping, getting her treatment, which I thought was absolutely adorable. And she kind of looked dead because she was asleep. It was just that that moment of, but it was so funny because I sat down next to this man who was reading Guns and Ammo magazine. Just, older man, and he looked over and smiled at me, and then there was this young girl down the way, and I just, seeing all these people, put the book up there, seeing all these people, it just, I think that was part of the tears too, was because I remember thinking, oh Lord, like there's so many that suffer from this, and I wouldn't wish this on anybody. And it kind of broke my heart a little bit. And obviously it was the nervousness, I'm not going to lie. But I noticed that the Lord is really softening my heart with this stuff. And so, just going through those changes and what he's doing in me. And, honestly, I don't know. They didn't give me any pain meds. I had Tylenol, and they gave me anti-nausea meds, and they gave me Benadryl, and I really haven't had any pain today. So I am totally believing that the Lord is healing me. I drank a ton of water. I was probably peeing the most there. All my Plexus girls will be proud of me for that. But yeah, like that's just me. I just drink water all the time. I am a fish. And I've heard that drinking the amount of water you're supposed to drink, which is half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you drink 50 ounces of water. Do the math for your own weight. But I've heard that if you drink the proper amount of water to flush your system, that you have very little to no side effects. And on top of the fact that that's what I'm asking the Lord for, like I don't have time for side effects. I have a life to live. I read last night, I'm part of a cancer support group on Facebook, and I was reading last night, there was a lady who asked the question, what are the not so bad stories that you guys have of chemo? And so I was reading them, and pretty much everybody on there is taking exactly the same stuff I'm taking. And it was all good stuff. Like, it was like, oh, this one lady, I was like, holy cow. She went to Belize. She went to Washington, D.C. on her son's field trip for school. She's working, like all this stuff in the middle of chemo. And then a bunch of people talking about, how they work and, still do all this stuff or whatever. And I needed that last night. So I am fully 100% trusting the Lord for no side effects. I got a message from a friend of mine that is almost a year on the other side of her treatments for breast cancer, and she was like, I am praying that there are no side effects from chemo, that you are healthy and whole. And I was like, that's where I'm at. And that's what I love about my prayer warriors, is they get it. They totally get it. And so I will update you guys tomorrow. I start my chemo pills tomorrow. This is nice, right? Like, this is, when you get medication in a bag like this, you're just like, do I really want to take it? But yeah, some people do chemo infusions every single day. I'm not doing that. I'm doing it every 3 weeks. The pills I'm taking, the chemo pills I'm taking for 2 weeks, and then 1 week off, and 2 weeks and 1 week off. So just keep praying with me. No side effects, and I feel good. I do feel good. I'm glad to be home with my family. I'm glad to be just home and not sitting in that chair again, because it was 10 to 5. It was a long day. But I'm thankful because they kept me there. Just, it was the first time with everything, so they just want to make sure everything reacted well to me and that I didn't have any reactions or anything. So, and that's something I saw with everybody. A man came in for an iron infusion, and they gave him his iron infusion, and then he sat there for about 30 minutes and they just, you know, watched. And so I saw the level of care that everybody was getting. And you know, like one lady walked in and she hadn't been there for a year, and they remembered her and talked to her knowledgeably, you know, like they knew what she'd been doing for the past year, and you know what she had plans for and stuff. And so it made me feel really good, because it was like, okay, I have people that actually care. They're not just doing a job, they actually care. So anyways, again, God, the amount of love and support from you guys is so incredible. It just, waking up to messages, going to bed with messages, it gives me new life. It really helps me get through stuff, and I love that. My first dependence is 100% on the Lord. He's totally getting me through this, and so I'm super excited about what's to come. 1 down, 4 or 5 to go. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it was a day, and it's over. So have a good evening with your family. Love you guys. Thank you.